on.
There we go. Hey, there we go. All right. Looks like we're live using Google's YouTube. Oh, yeah, look at that. It's on your phone, too.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, okay. It's working.
A little bit delayed, but that's awesome. We're just testing this out kind of a little bit, but no, kill that.
Yeah. Play it on there at the same time. Okay.
All right, cool. So, hey, thanks for joining us. Looks like there's several people on there. I haven't heard any comments or anything, but looks like several people are watching. That's awesome. Looks like YouTube sent us over this thing. I think that's something they're just starting to do. 3,000 subscribers, I think. So, I think they were doing what, 1 million, and that's just a little overkill. I mean, who does that? This is more realistic, right? So, thank you guys for your support. Just like,
maybe we should frame this.
Yeah, we're gonna frame that.
Hang it up in the cabinet.
It is pretty nice. So awesome. It's okay. I'm just getting used to this. First time we've actually really had this thing working. So, a little setting thing. Okay, cool. So, what's going on with you guys? We're just hanging out, trying to get over this nasty cold we've had for the last 3 weeks.
The whole family.
The whole family. We all had the exact same thing. It's like sinus,
just
chest, nasty, everything.
Cold.
Variety.
Really bad cold.
Variety show kind of deal, right? Really bad. And I missed several days of work and stuff, but
yeah, we're actually missing our nephew's birthday party right now, which we're really bummed about because the kids weren't ready to
they're not
be going out and stuff.
They're still not feeling real great. I mean, they're doing better, but everybody has a pretty bad cough. So yeah, that's what we've been doing. You saw in the last couple videos, we've been working on our solar panel system. So we're actually and I was looking back at some old videos, some old footage from several years ago, and we really need to do some more stuff up there. You know what I mean? We need to make some more big moves.
Yep.
So there's a few projects we got coming along.
We're going up in the near future.
Near future,
so yeah, we'll be able to show you some more stuff.
Yeah. So next week I'm going to be getting in a few more parts for that solar thing. It's like I ordered the kit, and it doesn't come with everything. You got to actually kind of look at their diagrams and make sure that. Make sure you get all the fuses and the right wiring and sizing and everything. So I had to order a couple more parts, and then it should be ready to go. I'm going to mock it up this week. I'm going to try to get all the wiring set up, so I don't have to think about when I get there, get it all cut and put all the attachment, the rings and everything that I need to put on there for the to hook it up to the batteries and everything, just so I don't have to go up there and fumble around, because we're always pressed for time when we're there. So. Yeah. Anyways, if you guys are watching, stop by and say hi. It looks like there's a chat thing that we can see come up. I think. If
there's any questions or anything?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, here. There's people. Oh.
We had to turn it on.
I guess I had to turn it on. I see you guys there. Halftime. You know that Halftime's been a regular subscriber for years now.
Hey,
Halftime. How long have you been watching the channel, by the way? And then. Andrew, you've been on there for a while, but we've been talking back and forth on just for the last little while. So, but I always look forward to hearing from these guys. But yeah, it looks like we can see the chat stuff now. All messages are visible. Okay.
How about live? Yeah,
let's do live. Yeah, you never know what you're opening up when you turn it on to live chat. That's like everything.
Well, then you can see it come in order, I think, of when they're actually asking questions.
Yeah. So yeah, we thought we'd just do a live video. We haven't really done that. See.
Several years. Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Shortly after the foundation build. Yeah. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was.
And I think Halftime. I think if I remember right, he got some property up in a rural area. Not several years after we started, I believe. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But
that's cool.
Yeah, I think it's up in the Northwest here somewhere. So. Yeah, it's cool. So, and Andrew's from Connecticut?
Yeah, he says
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully we're going to be getting better here and getting back into the swing of things. But yeah, Bonner County.
Oh.
Yeah, so
that's where I'm from.
Yep. Yeah, this is where Mrs. D2S is. I think I'm just going to call you Mrs. D from now on. It's just shorter and easier.
Okay.
Plus, it's like our last name, sort of. Anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, awesome. Yeah, Bonner County. That's exactly where.
That's where I grew up.
Mrs. D grew up.
Yep.
In Sandpoint. So that's cool. Are you enjoying it up there still? It's a nice place to be. I don't think
it's so pretty.
I think it's.
They're having really good weather up there too.
Good weather right now.
Yeah.
So we're just kind of waiting. Like, hopefully we can get over this whole thing, and we're gonna have some fun here in the next couple weeks and spend some time up there. I got some time off, so should be good to go. I'm gonna be trying out this setup right here. This little show and tell right here. So I can't stand GoPros. You know that. I mean, like I've fought with this thing for years, right? But the problem is that the audio is terrible, and so, but sometimes you want to get those shots and you're like outside and it's raining, you know, like how it is normally around here, and so you have this really terrible audio. So I picked up one of these Sennheiser. You can see that in there. It's a Sennheiser microphone. So this thing's waterproof. And then I have an extended battery, so I don't have to worry about, because the battery life's terrible. And there's pretty much not a whole lot of good things about GoPros other than you can put them anywhere you want. And it's the mounting system that's easy. But with a little bit better audio, maybe we'll give it a shot. So that's the latest addition. We'll be trying to do that. Maybe we'll do some fishing or something up there in the boat.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd like to get.
Is that what we used yesterday in the gutter?
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, she's building a cabin.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
That's very cool.
Yeah, so we're not the only ones that things are going slow with. It's like taking years and years.
11 acres in Maine. Andrew.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, we're on, I don't know if we ever mentioned it. We're on 10 acres up there. Well, here, like where we're sitting right now, we're on no acres. So it's like a little tiny lot where we live now. But that's where the pay's at. Yeah, that's where the jobs are at, right?
Where we're at.
So for the time being. But we're on 10 acres, and then her parents actually bought property right next to us. So there's another 10 acres right next to us. So we technically...
They haven't built anything.
They haven't done anything to it. They just kind of holding on to it. So
just trees.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah, 5 years retirement. Maybe we can retire in 5 years. That'd be kind of nice.
That would be nice.
Wouldn't it? I don't know.
I think we have a little bit longer to go there.
Yeah, a little bit. But it sure is a nice day out here. What's about 70? 60?
It's supposed to be, I think, 70.
Around 70 around here. So that kind of helps with everything. So,
so nice to come out and get some sunshine.
Get a little fresh air. The girls were out here playing a little bit earlier, but they got kind of cranky and
they wanted to go inside and watch Frozen.
Yeah, watch TV. So they were out here playing, and then they got in a fight. So whatever, typical stuff.
Well, they're not feeling very good.
No, they're not. Everybody's feeling a little grumpy and tired. So, but hey, if you guys have any ideas on when, we just decided to put the live thing on here, just mainly to kind of see if this thing works, this new system. But when would be a good time to do a live, or a better time to do a live video? I mean, some people are saying evenings or whatever. Sometimes when we do it in the evenings, we'll get people from like England and stuff talking on here, but we don't do it much. Yikes! 30-mile-an-hour. Oh yeah, you're on the East Coast. That's like all bad over there right now. Yeah. Cold. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Fly fishing.
Fly fishing. Yeah, there's a place with a dock, but it's Halftime just asked if there's any fly fishing near our property. So yeah, I mean, there's a lake pretty close by. There's a few lakes actually pretty close by. But we just haven't. I've been really bad about getting that boat out there, and we have a little boat, a little rowboat, and that's what I want to do this time. If we can get a little bit of time to break away.
See what the weather ends up being when we're up there.
If the weather's halfway decent, we're going to show you this lake, and then we'll show you some fishing. I want to take at least one or two. I want to take the girls out too to see. Ellie really has been wanting to do that. So, but there's a lot of people who just go out there and plunk. Old school spinning reels, and
you usually catch something out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of fish. So, and then there's what was that lake we went to up a ways?
Even further north.
Was it Brush? That wasn't Brush.
Brush Lake.
Brush Lake.
It was out of cell phone range. I remember.
Yeah, it was
getting closer to the Canadian border.
Yeah, it was closer to the Canadian border. That's for sure. So that was cool. So yeah, we're gonna try to do some of that. I have a fishing license I bought up there, an Idaho license, so I got to make use of it. I didn't really make too much use of it. I never do. But yeah, other than that, we're just kind of hoping to get better and get up there and have some fun.
Looking forward to getting back up.
Yeah,
definitely. Last time we went, there were so many bugs and bees. We could barely even, and it was really hot and smoky. The smoke was so bad.
Yeah,
from all the forest fires all around the whole Northwest and Canada and stuff. We couldn't.
You couldn't do anything.
You couldn't go outside at all. We were just stuck.
And then you couldn't run. You couldn't run like chainsaws or anything like that because
it was a terrible time to go.
Because they just didn't. They had it all locked down. I think it was like a stage 1 something.
It was the extremely unhealthy category.
Yeah, and then they restricted everything. So
yeah,
I think it's calmed down a little bit now.
Oh yeah, it's not. I don't think
it's not bad, but we'll be up there and hopefully cutting up some wood. There's some bunch of dead trees up there that I got to cut down too. There's ones that I'm noticing that are going dead. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
What else are we gonna do up there? We're
gonna make a spot for the fire pit.
Oh yeah.
Too.
So that's the thing is I'm planning on again, if weather holds out and it doesn't like freeze up the ground on us, I'm gonna try to rent an old excavator. When we first got the property and we first put the cabin in, I rented this little excavator up there from a company, and I'm gonna try to rent the same one because I need to put. So for the electrical, I realized I got kind of lazy and I didn't do the basic stuff. So I need to put a ground, rod in there, but I don't think I'll be able to get a rod down in deep enough. So I'm gonna use a plate. So I need to get like a 2-foot hole dug, and there's just so many rocks up there. Halftime know what I'm talking about, but there's rocks like crazy up there. So I need to dig down a couple feet, bury this thing down, and then I'll have the grounding rod, and then just get that over with. And then I think what we're gonna do is we have this fire pit that one of our friends up there gave us years ago, and it's this like I don't even know what the thing is. It's like a big giant cast iron bowl. It's the coolest thing ever. Cool. It's a really cool fire pit. And so it's just like this really, I mean, how big is that thing in diameter? It's probably 4 feet.
It's pretty.
And it's really, it's got to be several hundred pounds. It's
you have
really,
to
really
use
thick.
Like an excavator.
Yeah, you can't move it at all. It's like impossible. It's like cast iron, really thick. And so we have a spot that we're going to put it. So I think we're going to get, once we get that excavator, I'm going to dig that hole for the ground rod, and then we're going to level out a little spot by the cabin to put a fire pit in. And it's like a really heavy duty like fire pit thing, and we can put chairs around it and hang out. So that'll be kind of fun.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of a fun project. So hopefully if the ground doesn't just completely get crazy and freeze up on us up there.
Yeah.
You kind of never know at that point, but you know, it's pretty crazy. Oh, the Ford pickup. I do have the Ford pickup. I don't have that little trailer. Are you talking about the trailer, the little one in the early videos? I don't have the open one. I have it. We bought an enclosed trailer about 4 years ago.
I don't even know. Ellie was a baby.
4 years ago, so probably 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So I switched off of that little trailer, and we picked up a
Toyota
Sequoia. You go to Tacoma, so the Sequoia is actually good for our family because there's just kids and we can actually pull that. It's a 6x14 foot. 14 foot long, 6 foot wide, single axle enclosed trailer. We've been used for the last few years. But I do miss that little trailer. That thing hauled a lot of stuff up there. We hauled the outhouse, we hauled the quad, and I kind of miss having it because.
He meant the enclosed.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he meant the enclosed. We do have that one. The Ford I still have. It's actually out in front of the house here, but it's not as comfortable to drive on those trips. I mean, we're probably going to have to take that up at some point if we do like builds because we got to put like lumber in there.
Yeah.
So
that would be a good truck to just have up there.
Leave up there.
Yeah.
Hey, if anybody wants to donate money to a shop, we'll put a shop up there, and then we'll put all the gear, trucks, and everything, and we'll just leave it up there and bring a car back and forth. It'd be so much easier, wouldn't it?
That would be nice to be able to just leave all the stuff.
That's like how long is that drive?
Because we have to bring it back and forth every time.
We used to be able to do that drive when we were like, there's no kids, because we wouldn't stop.
We could do it in like 6.5
hours. We could go up there.
Now it's like 10.
Now it's like 8, 9, 10, because we stop, and the kids want to stop, which is fine. But
yeah,
Ellie's always been a good traveler, but
Ellie's a good traveler. Maddie's
not the youngest one, she's not too much into it.
She's a little better than she was.
She's a lot better than she was.
Yeah, she's still.
She gets really cranky.
Pretty grumpy,
yeah. But it's pretty funny. Oh, Michael Watson. Hey, what's up? One of the guys who talk to him back and forth every now and then.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, thanks.
So yeah, 3,000 subscribers, guys. This is a milestone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, the thing that you've been hearing about YouTube is true. I mean, I don't know if it's just that there's more people on it, but like when we were started out, the channel was growing really fast, and then it just all of a sudden they did all these weird things, and then it just kind of like plateaued for a while. So I don't really know why, but it is true. It did happen to everyone. So I think it's the advertising, and they just have to be really careful, because we're a little bit, we're North Idaho, kind of like a little bit weird. So got to be they probably want to pull advertising from that as much as possible.
Yeah, tell all your friends about us, and tell them they should subscribe, and that'd be great. That'll help us out a lot.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Going.
But we're just excited about that. What else are we doing here? Are we doing any? Hopefully, we're just not really doing a whole lot of projects around here yet. We cleaned up boring stuff, like we just cleaned out the gutter on this house. Our neighbor had this spray nozzle thing that worked pretty good. That was pretty good.
Yeah, they saw our toilet paper holder fixed.
Oh yeah, we fixed the toilet paper. That was important. The kids were about ready to rip that off the wall every time.
It was about to get torn off of there.
Every time they use it was like.
We do need to paint the inside of our house because we don't really like the color.
Yeah, we should have a YouTube party with paintbrushes involved.
Yes, that would be good.
And we have like how many gallons of gray paint? We're gonna paint the whole inside of this thing at some point.
Yeah, we're gonna paint like a nice warm gray, and the ceiling needs to be white because right now the ceiling and the walls are all the same kind of brown color.
It's pretty dark in there.
I don't know. I don't get it, but
that's weird.
Yeah, so we need to do that at some point. It's going to be a big project.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. I think there's not a whole lot else to say. We're going to be, like I said, I'm going to do probably a video this week on the rest of so I'm going to test out. I still have not tested the inverter. I do want to get the inverter tested before I go up there. Sometimes those things have problems, so I'm going to be testing the video I showed you with the solar. We tested from the panel to the charge controller to the battery, to one battery. We actually have two batteries. And then this next one, I don't need to do that. I can leave that alone, and I'm going to go from the batteries to the inverter, and then we'll see if that goes, how that works, if there's any surprises. And I guess I could probably try hooking up a generator, and I don't know. But I still have to get some cables and some accessories in there to do that. So I'm just waiting until Monday or Tuesday to where those will be delivered. So once we get that all tested, I'm going to start cutting wires and lining everything up, and then we're going to try to load everything up and pack as light as we can, because we're going to try to haul all that stuff up in the Sequoia without a trailer this time, because we don't really want to be hauling big trailers. We could have snow at any time up there, and if there's snow and ice, like I don't want to be hauling that thing. So we're going to try to pack everything in the Sequoia. It could be interesting, but that'll be pretty funny. I don't know, you got anything else? You haven't been on a lot of videos lately.
No, not really.
Probably if we had you on there more, we'd get more viewers, more likes.
Why is that?
I don't know. You have more hair.
He wants to see cabin episodes. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
that's solar hookup. Yeah.
Hey, so here's the thing. You guys look forward to the cabin videos. That's what this channel's really based on. All this other stuff is kind of filler. I mean, I'm just kidding, but sort of. But I mean, like, that's what we look forward to doing. So, you never know. Halftime.
Thank you. Yeah, just whenever.
Yeah,
whenever on the live feeds.
Yeah, we'll just try to do it kind of regularly. Maybe we'll just pick a day where we can do them or something, where we sit down.
Yeah,
it's going to be getting darker soon here, and we're going to have to do it inside anyway. So
yeah, rain. There's going to be lots and lots of rain.
This is like a little bit of a calm before the storm here. But all right, well, guys, we'll talk to you guys all soon. And oh yeah. This guy asked about the weather conditions. Oh, weather conditions. Here, looks like we're going to get a little bit rain here in the next couple of days. Up there, about the same. It's going to be probably 60s.
Yeah, it's usually similar, but just a little bit colder.
Colder.
up
Yeah,
there.
it's getting colder at night up there. So that's why I'm a little bit concerned about the excavator stuff, because I just don't know what's going to happen. If it freezes up, I can't dig.
Hmm.
I mean, if it freezes up really bad, I won't be able to dig. So I got to do that as soon as we get there, probably.
Yeah.
So it's probably like 60s, mid 60s up there, and then like 30s,
at night.
So.
Yeah.
So, and then the other goal. So here's the other thing. We're going to give a little, guys, people who are watching this, we're going to give a little precursor. So my main goal for this trip is to get everybody, the whole family, so you and the kids, up there for 2 nights, continuous.
2.
2.
Right.
I mean, if we fail after 1. So you got to understand, the cabin has taken so stinking long, and I know Halftime understands this. Action Man, thanks. Thank you. Halftime understands that when you're building slow, it's just like, see, her parents live up there pretty close, so we can just go back and forth to their house and they can stay there. But we're going to try to make it to where it gets really comfortable to stay up there, at least for a few days, right?
Yeah. We just haven't been able to because there's sawdust. And
Yeah, it's just a disaster zone.
It's working dangerous conditions.
Yeah, there's like
The
cords and
kids-
sawdust
yeah,
and pieces of wood everywhere.
and-
But the last time I went up there, and I don't think you saw it, but I cleared off. I did a video of it. She didn't watch no, she watched the videos sometimes.
yeah, so they don't always.
You need to
come
watch
up.
the videos, then you'll know what's happening. With
They
the
don't
cabin.
always like come up in my thing that you've posted one. So I don't know. Maybe that's part of the whole YouTube.
But the loft is pretty much clean and clear, and everything's good up there. So we can. It's nice now up there.
Mhm.
I trimmed it all up. So we just got to get the thing all cleaned up, and then what we're gonna do is spend a day there, and then write down, take a list of things that we need up there to make things more comfortable. You know what I mean? Like that's what we need to do. Like if we need more silverware or something where we just go in there, turn the lights on, get some wood in the stove, and then if it's like really cold at night, then I might need to start. Like might need to insulate the floor
underneath
because the floor is pretty cold.
We should have done that to begin with.
Yeah, but I mean the problem is the rodents tear it up, so I have to figure out a way that won't let them in and rip it all up.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little complicated because we're not up there setting traps and stuff. So we're gonna try to get that going. But last time we were up there was hardly any bugs in there, right? I mean, it was actually really good.
Not very many bugs inside. No.
Yeah.
Someone else.
Oh yeah. Slow, yeah, but yeah, we rough camped. So we did that, Andrew. We rough camped for years.
Yes, we did
before we built this cabin. And it seems like it started this cabin project like 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like forever, but for several years before that, we tent camped on it. We had a little junky tent. I found some old videos. I should post that up, like before the cabin, before the kids.
Really?
Yeah, I found some old videos just the other day.
Yeah, we should do that.
Like when we were excavating and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So we actually did a little bit of that stuff, and then so we would camp up there all the time, and then we kind of figured out where the best spot was that we wanted. Remember that we did down below, and we did some other spots up there, and we're like, we got to build up here in this one spot. So yeah, you guys are always really good about the fill-in videos and stuff.
Yeah, thanks.
So I try to keep it interesting. I try to keep it tied into the, I'm actually trying to figure out if, a way to kind of rebrand this channel, like, DI. Maybe you guys can help me with taglines, like, or, kind of a theme. You need a theme. I'm terrible at themes for my own. I spend my whole career designing stuff for people, figuring out their branding and their themes for their products. And then when it comes to our stuff, I'm terrible at it, right? Because it's like too personal. But I think the theme for this channel going forward, like we're slowly in the process of developing it, but, cabin, of course. So off-grid cabin. Not that it has to be off-grid forever, but cabin build, DIY, and outdoor. Does that sound good? Family,
yeah.
Second, fourth. I'm just kidding. Something like that. But make something to where that encompasses everything, because it just doesn't seem to be real cohesive. I think if I can tie that together, it'll be a little more that are more, self-reliant type stuff. Well, that ties into the cabin or the off-grid, so we can try out these things here. And the spirit of the channel has always been building here, pre-assembling things here, and then kit building things and bringing them up there. So like the solar panel thing's perfect. I bring it here,
Mhm.
figure out how it works,
Mhm.
trailer it up, install it, and then it should work really good,
Mhm.
theoretically. And then it takes like 10 times longer. So whatever. All right, guys, we're rambling. It's good talking to you. I'm glad you guys showed up. These are people that I like over here, talking to these guys
Yeah.
all the time, and they kind of make it, worthwhile. I think I love to hear from it. It makes me excited when you guys are, responding and talking back.
Yeah. What? Cobbler's children have no
Yeah,
shoes.
yeah, right. Isn't that true?
Yep.
I mean, I sit there and I spend all this time designing stuff for people, and I can't figure it out.
Hmm.
What are we doing? Like, what are we actually doing? We're just making videos. I don't know. So it's pretty funny. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. Thanks for talking to you guys,
Thank you.
and we'll do this again sometime. It was fun.
Thanks for subscribing.
Yeah, 3,000, baby. YouTube
Yeah,
sent it
show our
over. Oh
award.
yeah.
Oh
Look at
yeah.
that. Isn't that awesome? So good. YouTube needs to hand these out. We'll make them for them. We can actually manufacture them in our garage. All right, talk to you guys later. We'll get well. See you guys. Bye, Micah. Bye,
Thanks.
Halftime.
Thank you.
Andrew, Action Man.